In my last video, I touched on the key mistakes commonly seen while setting up for the bench press. In this video, I'll explain the 7 big blunders lifters make when executing the eccentric movement of the bench press, or in other words, when descending the bar down to their chest. Coming up. The first mistake is improper breathing pattern. Many lifters tend to inhale while lowering the bar and exhale while pressing up. While this is supposed to be the standard breathing procedure for any lifting, it isn't the case when benching. For more benching power, before lowering the bar, breathe in and hold your breath at the top of the bench and do not exhale on the descent. Upon touching your chest, exhale and explode the bar up to the top position, then repeat. This breathing technique, named Valsalva maneuvering, utilizes the intra-abdominal pressure to produce maximal force to give you a bigger lift while protecting your spine and taking pressure off your lower back, which increases your ability to lift heavier loads safely and properly while maintaining stability of your core, leading to greater overall strength. The second mistake is maintaining a flat back during the press. While this may isolate your pec muscles for hypertrophy gains, it won't accomplish the goal of getting you stronger on the bench. If you're really looking for more bench strength, then you should arch your back and hug the bench with your shoulder blades. This also reduces range of motion, creates better stability, and engages your supportive upper back muscles. The next mistake is the partial range of motion. This is a chronic bench pressing mistake I see in the gym on a routine basis. Guys loading up far more weight than they can truly handle, and then pumping out small half reps while their spotter assisting throughout the entire set. Your ego isn't doing any favor by lifting this way, because you're not only reducing stimulation on the chest and missing out on extra muscle growth and strength gains by increasing the involvement of surrounding muscle groups, but also significantly boosting the chances for injury by overstressing the shoulders, wrists, and elbows. In fact, a study from the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that moving through a larger range of motion improves strength and size better than less range of motion, even when less range of motion movements were performed with more weight. Therefore, lighten the weight up, hone the pressing technique without any rush, and make sure to let the bar touch your chest, or get as close as you can on every repetition. The bottom portion of the bench press is where your pecs are most heavily activated. If you don't touch the bar to your chest, you're cheating your pecs out of a lot of good work. Simple as it is, any rep that doesn't both touch your chest and end with complete unassisted lockout is not a rep. The next mistake is excessive elbow flare, which is a big and common issue when it comes to benching. A 2007 study by Carly Green and Paul Comfort shows that flaring the elbows out using a wide grip may place the shoulder in a vulnerable position. In fact, this puts tremendous strain on your elbows and rotator cuff, shifts the barbell path over your collarbones instead of your sternum, increases the distance the bar has to travel, and reduces power. This normally happens when you lower the bar too high up in a straight line to your upper chest. Your wrists and elbows will automatically fall into a misaligned position. Your elbows will end up flaring out excessively, or if you are able to keep them tucked in, your wrists will be forced to bend. Instead, to keep your shoulders, elbows, and wrists protected, grip the bar slightly narrower and tuck your elbows in close to your ribcage as you descend so that the bar touches the chest below the nipples. Apparently, from overhead, you want your upper arms to form a 75-degree angle with your torso. At the bottom position, your wrists should be stacked directly above your elbows with your forearms vertical to the ceiling and perpendicular with the barbell to increase power potential. Next mistake is inconsistent reps. This refers to where the bar touches on the chest as well as the depth of each rep. By letting the bar touch your chest and hit the same spot on each rep, you will make your reps consistent and efficient, and you will have a nice groove that preserves energy. Next is bouncing the bar off the chest. The theory behind this is that by allowing the bar to descend rapidly, you can bounce it at the bottom portion of the press and gain enough momentum to complete the rep. However, this is outright nonsense, as this not only cheats the movement by creating momentum to make the barbell easier to lift, but also hurts your shoulders or ribcage if the weight is heavy enough, and reduces effectiveness of the exercise and tension on the chest. If you have to bounce the barbell, then chances are it's too heavy and you do not have full control over the weight. You should reduce the weight, lower it under complete control for 1 or 2 seconds, Allow the barbell to lightly touch your chest to emphasize strength. Pause briefly and finally explosively press it back up. Remember, when your descent is controlled, your pecs are highly recruited to slow the bar. In fact, a 2008 dissertation by Michael Duffy revealed that your pecs are activated twice as much compared with the lifting phase and reach peak activation during the bottom end of the range of motion. And the final mistake in the bar descent phase is raising your head and neck. Well, only do that if you're checking out a hot girl passing by. I'm joking. Guys, whether you are raising your head up off the bench to watch the bar hitting your chest or for any other reason, simply don't do that. Lifting your head up as you push will strain your neck, waste energy, and throw you off balance during the set. Also, don't forcefully press your head backward into the bench either, or twist your neck from side to side. Just keep your head on the bench and your neck in a neutral position at all times. Thank you guys for watching. Here is a summary of the guidelines covered in the video that you should be aware of during the descent phase of your bench press.